Welcome again to MFCP Woodworking. We're here with another round of this chess set. And it's going to take me months to finish this, but we're going to do stuff in between too. Try to get this focused. Okay, I've got a pawn here in progress, and I'm just going to do a little work on it while we talk about it. This was inspired by the birdhouse ornament that I made for a friend here. Just going to flash that picture up here while we start working on this. The shape of the head of this made me think of a design for kind of a helmet for our little pawn man. Something unique, something I had not seen done specifically. I like my stuff to look different than anyone else's. I have this artistic urge to make it the way I want. This little helmet, on the other hand, I'm finding very, very difficult to make without chipping. So I'm sure you can see that from the shape how this relates back to that birdhouse ornament, the way that's shaped. That was my inspiration for doing this. I'm going to get in here and try to do this without chipping it at all. Fortunately, this knife is actually pretty sharp. If I can get this done and don't do something that'll make you doubt my skill, even though I'm not that accomplished as a whittler. And to get the shape here, this is a trick. Try to keep that centered on the camera here. Trim that out without chipping it. It's going to be hard because there's a little bit of a crack there that I have to work around. If you notice, I have one glove on one hand. I do this for a reason. I'm going to adjust my camera here a little bit. I do that because I don't want to get cut, and that's the hand that usually gets it. I often work with two gloves. I just don't have two with me right now. One for each hand, of course. Work that out of there without destroying my work. Now, I did break that interior edge some, so I got to take a little peel out of there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this. And once I've sanded it, he'll be a little bit more rounded, if you know what I mean. You know, work this around, come from the other end. Try to do the other part of this. This one's almost done, and when it's basically done carving here, see if I can do this in one take without destroying it while you watch. If I destroy it, you won't see this. But I won't. It looks like I'm going to get this first try. Okay, that's cleaned up enough. And bevel that a little bit out there. I make these the same way I make made the knights. In fact, it's still the same piece of wood. And then I cut them off with my little Japanese saw here. done. I worry about perfecting these after the fact. There's a lot of sanding and all that needs to be done yet. And he should be falling off soon. Oh, he's moving. There we go. Clean up the bottom a little bit with a knife. Want him to sit nice and flat. And I'm up to 4. The hard part with these is 4 isn't enough. When you're making a chess set, you need 16. I need to make at least 17 because I like to have the extra one. As an example, if I ever want to do this again, I don't know that I'll make a whole other set. The guys at work are very interested in it. In fact, the set's going to sit at work and they're going to use it for a while. Anyway, that's it for the pond for now. I'm going to continue on this with the next piece, of course. I gotta make this square again because it's a little bit off. I think I got enough wood here to make one more before I get into this knot here. I don't want to be carving around that knot, but I think my piece comes down to about there. And then we'll see which direction that knot goes. And we'll work on making the next ones here. The wood's got a slight bend to it too, so it's going to straighten up. And probably over the next week, I'll make a whole row of them while I'm at work on my breaks. Slow but sure, slow process. Like I said, this is a long-term long-term project. And it's likely to take me up to 3 months to get the entire project because it's going to be the pieces, a table, and two stools to go with it. I want to make a nice, simple, rustic set. Anyway, as always, time flies whether you're having fun or not, and we'll see you next time.